Well, hello there, Magic Monsters. I'll turn up my microphone. Welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness, do I have a headache right now? I do. I'm not lying to you. I have a headache, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do the stream. I've got a headache, and it's kind of growing. It's fairly big, but I'm gonna do it anyways. What can I say? What can I say? Except I'm gonna do it anyways. Huh? Yeah. How are you doing today? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, finishing up things on the Projectile factory. So this is the thing: is things are working, but I'm having to redo the demo scenes because I changed some stuff. Not redo them, but just kind of relink some stuff. And I actually sent this whole package to Monsieur Jason Wyman last night. He said he wanted to see it with no information to give me all the criticisms. I don't think he touched it. He was busy with his MOBA instead. But I told him he should use this for his MOBA because I think it would make it really easy to do the projectiles for his MOBA. So we'll see. But yeah, so let's see if this one's working. The Arcanor one's working. I got that one working last night, but then this one is not working. All right, so the first step is very easy. We don't have our spawn position set because I changed that. And luckily, I already know which one tilts, and I already know which one rotates, and I already know which thing is the spawn point. So all I have to do is that. The default trajectory, I can set that to be... Suddenly as I'm talking, I hear my voice sounds funny too, so I wonder if I'm getting sick. A delayed reaction from GDC. It's been 5 days. Yes, 5 days. Oh, my friend just texted me. Maybe a bit. Or not. Hard to tell. Asking if GDC was bigger this year than last year. It's hard to tell. I only had a few hours, or actually really about 2 to 3 hours on the floor total. I didn't get to see everything on GDC. I was very disappointed about that. Here we can add the hit preview overlay. That's what I've been doing. We don't need a spawn point manager for this one. We'll lock to console. Overrides apply all. And press play. Let's see if it works. That one seems to be working. This 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 one seems to be working. That one I actually said seems to be working before I actually saw it working. But oh yeah, this one's fun. It drops little fireballs as it goes out. That's fun. This one's working. This one's working. 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 But this is not the right one. I think I need to remove some projectiles. Let's see. Yep, indeed. I have only 8 for this one. Yep. Was I gonna make more? Can't remember now. No, I think that was it. That was it for that one. Alright, so that's ready. I'll do another pass later. But just making sure they're all ready now. I think this one's already done, but let's see. Yeah. I like that one. It looks like Ghostbusters almost. Which I saw the Ghostbusters. Hello, Tech Dave. I saw the Ghostbusters movie the other night. It was okay. Was it amazing? Heck no. Was it as good as it could have been? Definitely not. Was it good? It was okay. Could have been worse. Could have been way better, though. Alright, so that's good. Alright, let's get rid of this debug. Alright, so that was right. Now the realistic effects pack for one. That needs a little bit more work, I think. Because it's a completely different scene. Let me remove these ones. It's a completely different scene from the others. Because I'm using their demo scene. And I think one of the things I need to change is the camera needs its different position set. Yes. So, let's see. I think yes. So I updated this little move between points script so I can see things better. All right. Oh, it's tilted. Okay. And the last one, I'll move. Oops. To be maybe here. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, I think they are. But you know what? My plan is. Why is this not working? My plan is to release. My plan is to release the main package, but also release additional packages, one for each of the integrations. So the integrations will be free, and they will say they are dependent on the two packages. So maybe users will think that, but it's surprise, surprise for them. But that way I can use the nice, pretty images in the main pack, but basically specify the various demo scenes and integrations are separate. I do think some users will find a lot of value in getting the integrations. Because if I do this right and if I present this right, it means that if you get both the integration and my package, then they can be used fairly quickly out of the box. Which, for some of these, saves you 4 or 5 hours of time. Because some of these particle packages are set up in such a way that they really can't be used out of the box. Now, to integrate into your game, of course, does require some custom work because damaging, how you damage something, is up to you. But I'll provide hooks for that. That should be fairly easy to understand, but we'll see. All right, so this argument out of range is going to still happen. I'm really curious mostly about this. Oh, it's not even looking. All right, speed's going to be 3 then. And do we not have the look at? Simple look at. Camera look at position. Where is that? Right there. All right. It just was turned off. All right. I just want to make sure the camera positions look okay. By the time you get there, the whole thing will be knocked down. Oh, interesting. It didn't take its start position as one of the positions. That is interesting. All right, that should be fine. Next up then for the actor. We need the spawn position. One spawn position. The thing about this actor is I think can't remember where it is. It's a right hand, so the spine, right spine 2, right shoulder, right arm, right hand. Is there no? Ah, there it is. Buried deep. Why is that one empty? Right hand. Spawn spot. Now this one doesn't have a rotating or tilting transform, so we're going to leave that blank. See what happens. This, what do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is missing. 17. Alright, let's see if this just magically works. Save. That button's not working. That one is, though. Whoa. Alright, let's fix that. Alright, let's do a couple things here. We're going to... We're going to turn off the pool manager's debugs. Keep this one debugs on. Oh, we need the collision mask. That's an important bit. What else do we need to do? Oh, yeah, camera. I was going to make one more. And this one. Make it over here. Make it a little higher. Make it slow down. All right. How old's your nephew? Whoa, what's going on there? Is it hitting the camera? That's weird. Why is this suddenly being affected by that? Oh, second year of college. I was thinking it'd be like second year of junior high school. Well, are you going to be taking him to Las Vegas in a year? I'm sure your sibling will have to participate in that and pay for it. But I'm looking forward to taking all the nephews and nieces in my life to Las Vegas. So I don't know what's going on there. This is strange that it's being affected by this. Maybe it's the camera shake. It's the camera shake. Because in this one we don't want the camera to shake. There we go. That's it. All right. Next one. Just gonna quickly look at all the projectiles to make sure they all look okay. These, turns out, are not my favorite projectiles in the end. I really liked them when I was just looking at the demo video. But then, now that I've used them, I don't actually like them that much. They're different from the rest. There are some that are better than others for sure. But mostly the style is quite a bit different. The way they're set up is quite a bit different. You should go to Las Vegas with your nephew. Think about all the good times you can have going to bed early in Las Vegas. And then buffets. Alright, I'm okay with the cameras now. I don't know what that one's doing. What's 22 doing? Looks like a whole lot of nothing. I might cut some of these out. These effects aren't all the best. What's this one doing? Fair number of these aren't doing anything when they should be. Which one's this? Effect 25? What's going on here? Do they not have behaviors? Destroy after 3 seconds. Helper turn on at spawn. Effect 25. In front on ground, turn on at spawn. Destroy after 3 seconds. 25. I don't even see it popping up here. No pair found. What is this? Oh. That's a character effect, though. Whoa. That's... how'd that happen? What is going on? What is this? You can edit animations in Rider? Did you guys know this? Oh, that's the shitty part. So, I wanted to learn electric guitar, and the guy was like, he should learn acoustic guitar. And then later, I wanted to learn saxophone, and the guy was like, he should learn clarinet first. I didn't like those, so I stopped both of them. But yeah, that sucks when you want to learn something and they're like, no, you have to learn this other thing first. Which you know, maybe they're right, but at the same time, it's like, but that's not what I want to do. So it's not fun. I didn't know that you could edit animations like this, which means you can edit animation events. Um, okay, but this shouldn't. It shouldn't have an impact. I don't know what's going on with this one. Hmm. Why is it putting it back right away? Destroy on trigger or collision. Behaviors. Destroy after 3 seconds. What's destroy delay 13? Alright, this is the one we want, but we're going to make a copy of it. So we're going to replace with copy and make it 3 seconds. I think we want this one. And so we will make this 3 seconds. Save it. I think this one doesn't take into account any hits. It just destroys after 3 seconds. So there's no hitting happening. There it is. And then we crash. Just for the drama of it. Yeah. See, this is why the asset store is so important. Because when you're making games and you're slogging through how to make games, which is not easy. We all know that. It's not easy. There's wrong project that's game modules for. It's not easy when you're slogging through. Excuse me, when you're slugging through, it's nice to have something pretty to look at. You know, you want to feel like it's real, and just text files is not real. Learning theory about something is not learning something, you know? Imagine if before you got to learn how to ride a bike when you were a kid, you had to, like, read about how to do bike maintenance and learn about how to put a bike together before you even got to try riding it. Nobody wants to do that. You learn about that later when you become a bike nerd. Alright. I don't know why it crashed. Hopefully it won't do it again. Let's try effect 25 and see if we can make it crash again. Alright, didn't crash that time, so that's nice. But effect 25 is still not going where it needs to go. It needs to be higher. So we're going to look at the projectile effect 25. Spawn modifications is on front. Oh, no fields to display. That shouldn't be right. Let's look at it. We should expose some fields. Tooltip. Write it for me. Thank you. Oops. Show and protector. Write it for me. Thank you. Write it for me. Thank you. And just do it all for me. Thank you. That's how we get those exposed. I have a new attribute. And then when we go to it's funny, that should be that should have been had a custom. Now they're exposed, but this is supposed to have a custom thing up here. Why is it spawn behavior modification? Modification editor. Wait, did I never make the... Oh, I didn't make the special editor for this yet? Well, let's do that. That sounds like something fun, doesn't it? Making a custom editor. That's weird. I thought I could have sworn I did it. Well, that's okay. Spawn behavior modification editor. Open Sesame. We need that. We need to copy this. Put it there. Put it there. Target. Projectile is using this behavior. Everything's looking good until here. We have to do those. Set target, and then this last one is going to be not projectile objects. It's going to be spawn behavior modification objects. Get component. Spawn behavior modification. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Where? X. Oh. Wait a minute. Undo. Yes, projectile objects where projectile spawn behavior modifications contains that. All right. And we got another spawn behavior modification editor. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now it should show up a nice little thing at the top of that when we look at the... I can't remember where it is. We look at the effect 25 and we look at this. It should show us. It does. Used in 10 projectiles. You can hide it, and then it shows all that nice stuff. So we can go to 25 from here now. Nice and convenient. We're going to replace with a copy in air, we'll call it. And then this one's going to have maybe 1.5, put 3 meters up. I don't know where it really needs to be, but then we'll press play and see what our changes. Hello, Corey. Have in store for us. Apparently we didn't save. That doesn't look like it's higher, does it? Our camera. Save. Okay. Now I made it 5, so it really should be higher. Alright, it's not, it's clearly not going up. Why isn't it? Let's look at it. Alright, debug.log on spawn, and then we will do position is, okay, debug.log, new position is that. Alright, looks like it should work. Looks like it, but it didn't, so it probably won't now, but maybe we'll get more information. Let's see. It says that position, new position is very different. Why? Okay. And target position is, let's look at the target position. This is the target right there. That wall is the target. All right, so target position is this. So it's clearly not doing that position plus that. It's doing the minus part fine and the Z, but it's not doing the Y part properly. Why is that? Is it because of the rotation? I wouldn't think so. Let's see. After offset, new position is that. Just want to make sure that we're getting the right offset. It's not. It's getting negative 1.5. Interesting. Let's see. Do I have a bug? Most likely. More than I know. This says 5. This says 5. All right. Let us dig a little deeper. Okay, let's see if this gives us some more indication as to why it's not taking it from the right thing. Even though both the version in the scene and in the editor appear to be correct. In front on ground. That's very strange, because clearly this is not in front on ground. Weird. Why is this? Let's add an option to this editor script. But this is why we do it, right? To figure out these weird quirks. I'm going to add an option here. This is in basic projectile editor. Projectile editor. And in my options, we're going to draw options. Draw default inspector. And this is going to be set bool, left check, just set bool, name, draw default inspector, projectile, get bool. No, this isn't it. That's not the right one. Check. I'm trying to figure out. I thought I had one. I can't remember it off the top of my head now. Left. Check. Set bool. Set bool to be the value of left check. I guess it's this one. All right. Let's see if that works. It appears to. Now we just need to make it actually do something. If get bool that false, or just get bool, then space and draw default inspector. Oh, I have a whole draw default inspector toggle. Could use that. Oh well. All right. In air. Oh, I see now. I took math for liberal arts at a junior college. Jeez. So I changed an array to a list, and I didn't want to change everything because I didn't want to recreate everything because that would have been a hassle and a half. So I created an array, and there's some code in here that kind of just what's going on here? Usually when I click this, it just goes to basic. Oh, I'm in basic projectile. My head. Did I tell you my head hurts? Yeah. So I have the array and this, and at some point I was supposed to clear the array and only use this and get all the bugs. And so that's what we're doing right now. Oh, this is the migrate part. Okay, so that that part we'll just ignore. And if I have to redo some stuff, that's fine. But now we're going to find all the areas where I need to update the array to the list. It looks like it was only this section. And I wonder if I did just screw myself over. Like, if I just undo this and undo that, just in case. Sometimes I put migration code into my code. Alright, let's see. There it is. That's a much higher. Alright. How high should it be? 6.3. Oops. Maybe 3 down lower. I don't know. Right here. Alright. We are doing spawn modifications. We are doing the (1.5), and we will turn off our draw default inspector. Press play, unpause. Alright, that's better. It's a lot nicer. Now those should destroy, but then they're not destroying themselves. But they should have oh! Crash. I think the destroy part is causing a crash. Do they use ChatGPT in these classes? Because I feel like they should. I feel like I wish ChatGPT was around before, but I can understand how dangerous it is for people who are learning to get sucked into using it. What's going on now? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. You know that song? Wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't. All right. So the effect 25 has a behavior on it that says delayed destroy 3 seconds. Well, that's supposed to be 3. But it seemed to crash after 13 seconds. So let's look at the code and make sure it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. What do we got here? This is very simple. We have a private float timer. On launch, we reset our values, and that just changes our timer to be 0. Okay. And then on tick, we increase timer's time. And if it's greater than or equal to destroy delay, then we do that. And then we can say, we'll do another thing here, just private bool done equals false, and we will set that on reset as well. And then we will set here done equals true, and then here we will say if done then return. That way, in case calling do destroy over and over and over again is causing the issue, I think, I don't know, teachers can make up their own minds on all that. Look at that. This crashes every time it tries to destroy. Which is such a silly, simple script, right? So what is do destroy? It just triggers the destroy. Oh, infinite loop. Get it? Do destroy triggers trigger destroy, and trigger destroy calls do destroy. Boom. Infinite looped. Loop, loop, loop. That was probably the bug that I was facing this past weekend. Didn't realize it. Didn't realize it. Alright, press play. Test again. Have you guys ever been to one infinite loop? It's working now. Alright, what's not working? 26 is fine. We gotta fix these all. All the ones that aren't working. 27's fine. That one seems fine. That one seems fine. I can't even tell. What's this one? Oh, it's that weird one that goes around him. Oh, that one's dangerous. It destroys everything, including the damn target. It's okay, though. Effect 17. What's effect 17 supposed to do? Alright, what's effect 17? Save. Effect 17. Let us search for pack 4 in front on air and remove that one. And we'll do the same treatment as we did for 25. 17. There we go. Oh. Alright, let's put this one further forward. So what's the position? We want this to be right here. X 73. So maybe 5 forward. Easy peasy. Replace with a copy. Nope, not this one. In front, in air. Effect 17. This is specific to effect 17, so we're just going to make that very obvious. And this one, so target offset 3, or is it going to be negative 7? Let's find out. Alright. And let's do that. Whoa, where'd it go? That's weird. How did that change have such a big impact? Oh, is it happen where I see. That's fine. It happens where it hits something. Stupid ads. You got an ad? Does that mean I made 2 cents? Got my payday. Got my 2 cents. Alright. I think they're all good now. Are they all good? Just need to get to 25 again and then call it a day on this. Ha! So I didn't get my 2 cents. Oh well. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. It's okay. Effect 20. Alright. Effect 20 seems to be disappearing right away. Spawn on target, turn on. Behaviors, destroy after 10 seconds. Let's change this one to the destroy. Delay destroy 13 seconds. There we go. That's easy. Done. Alright. Uh-oh. 22. Also destroyed right away. Probably the same issue. Let's see. I have to say, I'm very happy with my editor script. It's very easy to add effects now, or behaviors rather. And I was talking to Wyman earlier on the old voice chat on Discord. He was showing me his MOBA, and I was commenting on his ability system. There it is. And he was saying, oh, you should have an ability system. And I was saying, well, Game Modules does. And if, for the most part, his ability system that he made for his MOBA is the same as my condition system, although my condition system has more options. It's more robust than his, which is fine because it can be used in all sorts of different ways. The big difference is, though, I was thinking, like, okay, how could I do an ability system in a way like that adds value? Because in a way, the abilities are kind of like a collection of behaviors that could be things like add, do an effect on stats, could be things like add conditions. It's just a collection of different behaviors, and it could also be things like spawn a projectile or a particle or play a sound or do something custom for your game that you can code for yourself. So I was thinking after this project, maybe I'll try out an ability system in Game Modules 4, something like that. But I might work it into my own game first and then make it, just because of that. Yeah. Alright, so this one's working. Let's save it and move on to the Cinti one. Oh, I thought I had fixed this one, but I guess I didn't. Alright, so this is the Cinti one. Let me see something real quick. Discord. Whoops. What's the red number? Streaming about to work on your particles for just a few minutes. Come say hi to the 3 people watching. All right. So the same thing. I've got to set up the character, the player, with the spawn position, spawn point, tilting and rotating. Hit preview overlay. I guess I already did some of this. Yeah, I already did some of this. All right. Apply that. Let's see if it works magically out of the box. It seems to work magically out of the box. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You know what Cinti needs is a sound package to go along with this package. That's what they need. I like this one. It brings things in, then blows them out. There you go. That's fun, right? I think so. This one's... Oh, there is one I needed to fix, actually. Is it this one? One of them, the... bullets weren't disappearing. Is it this one? Was this... bullet hole hit? Oh, maybe they are disappearing now. Maybe it's just magically working. How do you make a low poly sound pack? You just make sounds that work with them. I suppose that's it. Pew, 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 pew. They should just be somebody saying pew, 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 boom. Pew, boom, boom. These ones are literally just one of their rocks thrown into the air with some of their particles on it. This one's just that big shard thing, again, with their particle thrown on it. And then it chases things and makes a big boom. But no sound, just a big boom. Hey, there, you see, you say Cinti 3 times and they show up. We were just talking about how much we would love like booms and sounds for this. It would be a lot more fun if they went pew 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 and so we think that we should just record going pew 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 pew. Yeah. Lasers. Oh, I like this one too. As it's moving, it sucks things in and then explodes as it hits something. See? Some of these cubes don't move very easily, though. It has to be voices. Let's see. Oh, this one's fun, too. This is the one that attaches to things, and then it shakes, and then it blows up. Let's see if I can actually hit... Yeah, there we go. Hit something. And then it shakes and blows up. That's fun. There you go. Oh, and this one's like a boomerang. It just goes out. Doesn't do anything that special, this one. Just goes out and explodes with fireworks. And that's all of them that I made from this package. That's cool. That's fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. Why are these going straight into the ground? That doesn't seem... Why are they going to the ground? What's their behavior? Which one is this? Glow spot 2? Projectile, glow spot 2. Behavior, destroy and trigger. Glow spot 2, impact. Hit detector. Home in on target. Find new target. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be going straight into the ground. Oh, I wonder, did I didn't change any of the It's not overriding the collision mask, and either way, the collision mask is set. Player's collision mask is set, I think, right? It was set. Yes, default and actor. Oh, that's why it's searching for default. That's a good call out. So we do want to override the layer mask on this one. So for this one, we'll override the collision mask, or rather, let's go to the behaviors. Maybe it's there how we're going to do it. Home in on target. We should add that as a feature, because right now it's homing in on the target. Well, let's look at the code. Actually, it's homing in on the target that it could be the default, which includes all those blocks, and we don't want that. So when it finds a new projectile, calculate direction. Where's the find new homing movement? Oh, it's not this one. It's not homing. Glow spot 2. It's the find new. So maybe this is our seek new targets. Yeah, we'll do it here. Okay. Find new target. It's used in a lot of places. Find closest target in radius. It's looking for all the colliders. All right, so we are going to add some options here. Other options. Search settings is going to be public bool override use collision layers mask. No, what's the best way to say this? Bool override target selection. That's not right. That's not right. Use projectile collision mask equals true, but we're also going to do public layer mask custom collision mask, and whoops, let's tool tip this up. Do I have one? I do. I do. Wait a minute. Did I already do this? Oh, I did. I did already do this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So why isn't it working? Okay, if we're overriding collision mask, then we're going to use the custom one. Otherwise, we use the projectile collision mask. So did I just not turn it on? Is that it? Oh yeah, I just didn't turn it on. That's all. Oh, I remember. I used to have this inverted. That's what happened. And then I realized that I was inverting it in some and not in others, so I had to uninvert it in this one, and that's what's going on. So, so yeah. Let's though quickly go to this and see, are there others like it? Yes, find new target. We are going to need to do that to all of these. So might as well do that now. All right, let's look at that one again. Where is it? Glow spot 2. Ah, that's much better. Now it's only finding the targets that we want. What is this? Spam likely? Not scam likely. What is this? Oh yeah, scam likely. All of these scams, they start by saying, hello, Andrew. Andrew, are you there? And I never pick up for years, but they still keep calling. All right. All right. This is all working now. So that's nice. Boom, 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 boom. I think this one might be my favorite. Yeah. So there you go. So that one's good. We're all set with the Cinti one. Now, look at the default. Here's the problem. All these demos look a lot better than my demo. My demo looks like shit compared to those. Let's see. This is my demo, and it's terrible. The only difference is I can move the character around. But otherwise, the sounds are just kind of bleh. The camera's not shaking yet. At least I got like the things to move a little bit. You can kind of move the thing up and down, but that's it. You get the fireball times 5. That's nice. But I think it still works as the basic demo. It shows a lot of use cases for different projectiles you can make, and shows them doing stuff. Oh, this one's not doing damage yet. Okay, we should change that. Oh, and this one needs to be fixed. Okay, so there's stuff we can do, and I think the trajectories can be affected too. Okay. Alright, well, let's do that one. Whoa. Okay, there's some bug. If you switch too fast, it might be an issue. It's not going to be an issue in real games, I think, however, but I should figure that one out. Because that was weird. Okay, this one needs, what does it need? I think it's called Ice Beam, even though it's not really an ice beam. Doesn't look like an ice beam to me. A cold beam. It has collision at line renderer, damage, area damage on collision, 1 meter. Would that do the trick? Let's find out. Yep. Sort of. It's not doing it constantly. Damage over time is what we need, actually. Time. We don't have... I thought we had damage over time. We do have damage over time, but it's not this. In the spawn period, damage over time. See, I built the collision mask into the collider ones by default. Alright. That should work. I'm not sure why it's not. It works some of the time. I mean, the end particle is moving. That blue is a different particle, and it's being set. And we hear it working sometimes, and we see it working sometimes, but it's not working all the time. Why is that? Area damage. We'll dig into the code. Collision enter cause damage. Debug.log. Cause damage. With that, okay. Debug.log. There are colliders. Colliders in the radius. Okay. All right, what's the collider then? And why is it saying position 0, 0, 0? That doesn't seem appropriate. Yeah, they're saying 0, 0, 0. All right. That's not right. Oh. Interesting. What's cause damage at position? Projectile point of collision? If collision equals null, then we use the contact point. Otherwise, we get the collision contact point. Ooh, let's debug that. Debug.log. Collision is null. And then we'll be debug.log. Object hit is null. And debug.log point of collision is that. And my guess is collision's null, so it's taking the default contact point when we really should be taking the object hit position. That's my guess. That's my thinking. So let's find out. All right. Object hit is null false. So yeah, that's it. And the reason I know that, or I was thinking that, is because of the way that the cold beam has this hit particle, and this one has a set position from raycast on it. So it basically takes the raycast, or the raycast has I handle raycasts. So the raycast handler, which is a behavior, finds it and sets the position on it, on the line, and then the cold beam's area damage on collision happens. Right, that's not right. Ooh, that's not right. Let me quickly do something. I need to look at my cheat sheet, which is the other projectiles. No, because I think the other ones, I set this up last night when I was tired, so it's not my fault. Don't blame me. The other ones have a different script on them, I think. Is this one? Oh, wrong one. I was looking at it. There we go. Laser. Energy beam. We'll do that. This one has the same thing. Flare. Set position from raycast. What is this one? Collision at line renderer end. There you go. That's what we need. Collision at line renderer end. The documentation will have all of this, by the way, listed out. Where's my demo? Projectiles, cold beam. Go to the behaviors. Collision. Oh, we already have that. So we shouldn't need anything else. Let's see. Okay, let's look at collision at line render end. What's the big difference here between these two? And I suppose I don't remember if this was working. I thought it was, but maybe it just looked like it was. Raycast shooter. Raycast shooter. Line render frame animation. We don't need that. That's specific to the particle. They both have collision at line render end. And destroy and spawner stop. Alright, they're using the exact same behaviors. Everything else is exactly the same. This has a set position from raycast and a project force. This has a set position from raycast and a project force. The other values are essentially the same. Project force doesn't do anything to the damage. The only thing is perhaps these are not set as projectiles. That is my newest theory. That all these need to be set as projectiles because they don't collide properly otherwise, or they don't interact with things otherwise. Nope. My new theory was wrong. What about... What if we add that to our player? Add the energy beam. It's definitely working. But cold beam isn't. It looks to be exactly the same, doesn't it? But somehow... That was weird. And somehow it wasn't. Collision at line render end. Pause that or stop that. That's weird. Happy to see the other one's working, but doesn't solve the problem. Line render equals null. I didn't make that null right. It seems like it's automatically created. That is what I need to do. You're right. The sounds already are from there. But I need to add explosions and stuff. I just haven't done that yet. That'll come later. I also need to redo these projectiles. So I've discovered that while there are many ways to set up these projectiles, I believe it's somewhat subjective, but I believe there is one way I like doing it more than the rest. Like I like having the spawn behavior of a muzzle flash rather than having the muzzle flash built into the projectile. And I like having the collision be a separate behavior, a spawn on collision thing. So that's separate from the projectile. So the projectile is just separated from those two. That way you can mix and match more. But then things like force, things like damage, things like sound on the hit, the got hit sound can all be on that object. So you can separate out the projectile from the actual rest of it. And so I think I'm going to try to promote that type of setup for people. Because that seems to be, in my opinion, the most flexible and logical and easy to use way of doing it. You can add force through behavior. You can do that too. But it seems a lot easier and more sensical if you don't. Line render happens here. So we're going to do a Debug.log compute end line render is null. We don't have to spell things right. Position of last point on line, collider count, debug.log. There are collider count. All right, good. All right. My head hurts. Ugh. My headache has not gone away. There are... Wait a minute. There are 0 colliders. All right, what's that position? New object, cube at negative 0.82, 2, and 11. That is not the position we're at. Also, there are colliders there. All right. Let us change to the one that works. Where is it? There it is. Interesting. -1, -6 point. Yep. Negative 2.68. Yeah. So this one is getting the right position. Cold beam is getting entirely the wrong position. That's weird. All right. World position of last point on line. Transform point. Line render. Get position. Position count -1. Let's look at line renderer length then. Oh, this one doesn't have a line renderer length, does it? It doesn't. Do I need a line renderer length? What happens if I turn that off? Oops. I should probably save the prefab if I'm going to test something like that. Alright, so line renderer length is now off. I've never used line renderers this much. Look at that. I don't need line renderer length, apparently. Alright, still, however, is giving me a wonky position. Yeah, very wonky position. Where is our line render and then? Oh, there we go. This one is saying use world space. This one isn't. There's all these other things too for pros and stuff. But like I said, I've never used line renders. I mean, maybe I did years ago, but it's been a long time, so I don't really understand them clearly. All right, well that's not working either. All right, how about this? Let's try a different tactic. Let's just copy this line renderer and paste it here, but we are going to use our cold beam material. cold beam. All right, and we will override that and turn these off. Press play. That is weird. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, my head hurts, so I'm gonna clock out and try to figure out why my head hurts. Probably I just need to sleep more. I think I'm not recovered from GDC, and I blame. Actually, I probably just didn't sleep well last night. Is probably the real reason. But if I'm gonna blame GDC, I'm gonna blame Denny's at 2 a.m., which was a very, very tasty moons over my hammy. It was actually a very well cooked moons over my hammy. Ideal, perfect moons over my hammy at 2 a.m. So that'll go down in the history books. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I hope to see you real soon. This project's getting very close to being done. I think I'm finding the last little quirks here that I need to finish the documentation for it, add those sound effects for this, make the camera shake. I'm probably going to replace this guy with the same shooter and the other ones, just to keep it simple. And the documentation is going to take a little bit of time. There's going to be a fair amount of documentation on this one because I kind of want to explain a little bit of what everything does and maybe even provide some GIF examples. But it'll be very nice. And then hopefully that will help people realize the value of this package, because I really do think this package provides value for folks, because it is the type of thing that once you're using it, any projectile can be easily created and just works with your system, because you really, like you're seeing with I mean, except for the cold beam not colliding, but what you're seeing with the demo actors here, it's just really one script for the actors and one connection for the actors to cause damage. And so there's a lot you can do with it that goes beyond that. And I'm probably going to have to make a follow-up demo with Legend of the Stones showing how I'm going to use it with that. And with game modules too, I suppose it would be good to show with game modules as well. So anyways, gonna go offline now and stop my headache. So thanks for hanging out. Don't forget there's stuff on the Asset Store on sale right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. And don't forget to call your mother. See ya.